going to do things slightly different as we've done throughout our COVID times. Normally, I'd be standing in front of you in our wonderful hall. However, because we don't feel as though we can gather you all together in such a space, I feel as though the remote is probably the best thing for us. So you'll be listening to this on the evening and basically hopefully having a wonderful time as you walk around our school. To start with, what I want to say is deciding upon a high school for your child, it's anxious times, and we know how confusing it can be. You're going around to lots of different schools, listening to lots of different heads, possibly getting lots of free gifts, and basically been told our school is the best. I'm not here to say that. I do believe our school is the best for our children and our staff and our governors. I thoroughly believe in my school. But tonight, it really is up to you to go around and see whether the school suits you and suits your child, because that's what's really important. I'm standing here today to say that to you, the Catholic High School puts the child at the centre of everything we do. We place our children at the centre of everything we do, and that's especially true when we look at teaching and learning. Academically, we are a very successful school, and that's because our teachers are passionate about their subject, and they review and look at what they're doing in the classroom all the time. It's essential that they get it right for our students. We know we do it at Key Stage 4, Key Stage 3 and Key Stage 5, and they want to be craftspeople within that classroom, reviewing what they're doing, and they've become very skilled and very adaptable, certainly in the last 18 months. They've basically taken the COVID experience and recognised that they sometimes have to be out of the classroom in order to educate children, and that's what's really important. And our Firefly, which is our remote learning, has been very popular amongst parents and children. There's no doubt here at the Catholic High School we place the child at the centre of everything we do, and we know how crucial it is that they receive the right pastoral support whilst they journey with us throughout their school career. We have our Trinity Centre set up with expert help for children who face all sorts of challenges or for children who just want to talk. And we believe that it's right that children are able to use this facility whilst in school in order to make them feel as though they've been nurtured and cared for in our environment. Our children are at the centre of everything we do, and pastorally we provide such support for our students, particularly with what they've been through over the last 18 months. Our SEND team work tirelessly with our students in order to support them with emotional needs, academic needs and social needs. We have a dedicated team and a dedicated area who are always here to support. Every staff member recognises that every child is an individual, and it's our responsibility in order to meet those needs. Supporting our pastoral team, we have our lay chaplain, Anna, and we have our chapel, where no matter what faith you are, no matter what spiritual journey you are on, we may come together and put our thoughts and reflect about the various challenges we may face along the way. Anna is highly skilled at coping with a multitude of students on all the difficulties or the celebrations which they wish to share as they come along to school. Our motto is Christo Fidelis, which basically means faithful to Christ. And I believe that our children recognise the values of Christ in everything they do on a daily basis. Tolerance, understanding and respect. And basically they show it in their charity work, their fundraising and their beliefs as they treat one another, the way they treat staff, the way they treat our community. They have these values that are inherent in them and they're part of the school. We recognise here at the Catholic High School that children thrive outside of the classroom also. So we pride ourselves with our sporting facilities, and everything we do in order to do extracurricular clubs. We have a football club, netball club, basketball club, you name it, and those clubs run at lunch and they run after school as well. On a Monday, we get support from expert coaches who come on site in order to work with our children. It's fantastic to see. Alongside that, we have our famous, and I don't use that word lightly, our famous music department with our fantastic band who have travelled the world. People want to be part of the band. It really is the fabric of our school. We have our performing arts area, and this year we're performing Matilda, and hopefully we'll get to see so many of our Year 7s part of this fantastic production. Alongside that, we have been praised for our commitment to the Duke of Edinburgh screen, and Mrs Tomley, who drives it, has been recognised by the Palace for the effort that she puts in getting as many students through to the bronze, silver and gold Duke of Edinburgh. As we're moving through our school, you'll have noticed our Emmaus building. This is where our sixth form have their own lessons. We want you to feel as though this is a 7-year journey, that basically your children start with us in Year 7 and run right through to Year 13. We have a highly successful sixth form with students going all over, achieving all sorts of apprenticeships, going into all sorts of employment. And that's why we decided to give them their own building, their own tuck shop. And we want to feel as though your children are part of that. Sixth form play a fantastic part of the role models to our younger children. And they've all got some voluntary work which they do in the classroom. It's great to see young and old mixing together. Finally, I believe the real strength of our school are parents. They tell us exactly what they think, and they tell us if we're not doing it right, and we try and fix that. So many of you have said, my child would come, Mrs Mckeagney, to your school if I could get them on a bus. That's my job. I'm listening. I wouldn't want my child to have to wait for a bus at the bus station. Why am I asking your child to do that? So our priority in our school improvement plan is that buses are going to bring our children in, and we can put them on a bus, see them home, and you can put them on a bus and bring them in. And that's what we want to do. We listen because it's vital that we get it right for you and for your child. We're not in any way a flashy, modern school. You look at our school, you look at the history of it. But what we are, we're a solid foundation that we know your children can build their future upon. Please, tonight, go out there, talk to our guides that are all over the school, talk to the students. Children are honest. They'll let you know exactly how it is and whether it's right fit for you. And you know what? If we're not a right fit, that's absolutely fine, because this decision is so important.